Hi guys, it's Miss Rachee, and welcome to another edition of Youth Services Department Book Talks. So last week I was sharing with you that I was having some trouble reading books, and I couldn't find it, kind of quiet my mind. But boy, oh boy, has it changed this week. So first I want to tell you about I'm Not Dying With You Tonight by Kimberly Jones and Gilly Siegel. I started it last week, but couldn't seem to get into it. But once I did, I stayed up all night reading it. It's such a great book. It's told in two voices. We meet Lena, who's black, and Campbell, who's white. The two go to high school together, but they're not really friends. They're just kind of in the same area. Lena's like the popular girl. She's part of all the crowds. Campbell's a new girl in town, having moved in with her father once her mother got a new job somewhere else. She's having trouble fitting in, so she is volunteering at the football game, at the school's football games, at the concession stand for the school's football game, and a riot begins. A riot begins over. It's just hot. It's sweaty. The two schools are battling, are rivals, but there's also some racial tension, and the two girls are drawn together as they try to fight their way out of the riot and back to safety. Like I said, it's two voices. You hear Campbell's point of view, you'll read Lena's point of view, and it comes together quite wonderfully as they try to figure out how to be safe, how to abandon those prejudices that they may have, the stereotypes that they think. What does it mean to be a black girl? What does it mean to be a black girl? What does it mean to be a white girl? What does it mean to come together and be these teenagers who are trying to survive? It's a really good read. I did find I found myself a little frustrated, and I don't know if that's the mom in me, but I found myself frustrated at times with both characters because they seem to only think in the moment as opposed to thinking about the big picture. But I guess that would probably be anybody if there is an emergency happening and you're just kind of thrown into a situation that you can't handle. But this is a good read. There is some language. There's nothing. Excuse me. There's some language. There's some mention of drug use. There's definitely good conversations to talk about race and prejudices and just what it means to be high school. And this is a really good one to check out. My second book is an older book, but I finally got a chance to read Start Dredd Nation by Justina Ireland. So if you're into zombies, if you're a fan of like Pride and Prejudice and zombies, it's not fair to equate the two, but I'm thinking because of the period piece. This is set during the time of slavery. This is set during the time of slavery. We meet Jane, who is being trained to be a servant, who was really they don't call them zombie killers, but a shamble killer. And this black women and black men are trained to serve and to protect. And Jane is trying to figure out what is happening to some of her friends in the neighborhood. I'm only about a quarter of the way through, but it is a compelling read. I love Justina's style. It's fun to read. It's interesting. There's little bits of history. It's not, it feels empowering because as you read it, Jane is not just someone who lightly accepts her circumstances. She's smart, she's witty, and she's trying to figure out how she can make the best of the situation. This is Dredd Nation, and I'm excited to find out there's a sequel to it. So I'm going to be working on this book this week, and I'll let you know more about it. If you are so inclined, Miss Emily and I will be chatting books Thursday night at 6 o'clock on our Instagram page. Tune in for a live video of some book talks. I'll share some more about Dredd Nation as well as some other books I've been reading. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.